pretend we're hanging out. I wrote this song with a friend of mine named Steve Poltz. He's really a talented songwriter. We both got signed to different record labels at the same time. I think I was about 18 maybe when we wrote this. And he wanted to go to Mexico. We both had 3 days off on the road at the same time. And he was like, let's go to Mexico and we'll write songs. And I didn't want to travel or drive anymore. I was tired of traveling. He was like, come on, it's 3 hours door to door. So, 13 hours later, we're lost on like this deserted dirt road, and we finally see the sign, and it says Rosarita's Deluxe Resort, which isn't where we meant to go, but I was just glad to get there. We show up, and it was actually Rosarita's Plywood Palace, and it was closed. So we did what any good citizen would do when we broke into a room. And the next morning, we're trying to figure out, you know, where we're at. We were out of gas, and this hotel is deserted, and the entire town is deserted. You can look in the windows of people's homes, and their belongings are there, but it was like the body snatchers came. There was just no people. And so we're kind of weirded out, and we're sitting on this beautiful beach. It was this abandoned, gorgeous bay. And we're sitting there wondering what to do, and in the distance we see these 4 figures in black, and they start walking toward us, and they get a little bit closer, and I can see something kind of glinting in the sun. And they get a little bit closer, and I can see that they are guns shoved into their pants, ghetto style. And they get a little bit closer, and their shirts say Federale, which is cop to you. So they come up really close, and we ask them the obvious and pertinent question, do you know where we can get a boat to go whale watching? And they said that they had a boat and we could go with them. So we got in their little, it was a small boat, it wasn't fancy, it was just like a little metal, like aluminum skiff with 2 wooden benches, and we got in because we're smart. And I'm like, so what brings you guys down here to Mexico? They're like, well, we're here on a drug bust. I'm like, now? And they're like, yeah, we've been camped out here on a sting operation for the last 6 months. I'm like, so right now, you're patrolling. He's like, see? I'm like, is it dangerous? He goes, see? He lifts up his shirt, and he had 4 bullet hole scars all through him, which confused me. And every boat that passed us had to identify itself. They'd get out their little mega horn, and the boat would identify itself. Well, one boat didn't identify itself, and it sped up, and so our boat sped